don't know about you, but before I began traveling, the most intimidating aspect for me was not the towing, it was getting the trailer level. All the videos I saw online were of couples working together to get a trailer level, and I wondered how the heck I was going to do it all by myself. Well, now I figured it out, and I'm here to show you how to do it alone and assure you that you can do it alone. So let's do it. Before we begin, I want to give you the same warning I gave you on my video telling you how to connect your trailer to your truck. Take your time. It is better to go slow than have something to go wrong on this big, heavy piece of equipment that is also your home. Also, a big stipulation. I use LevelMatePro, and while you can level without it, it's going to be a lot harder, and it's going to take a lot more time. If you don't have a LevelMatePro, you don't just want to work with a small level. You want to get one of those nice big levels from the hardware store to make sure your trailer is actually level. But I highly recommend the LevelMatePro. It is only $100 and it saves you a lot of time and frustration getting that trailer level. This is what the device looks like. This is what your phone is talking to. It'll live somewhere inside your trailer. The best spot for me was up by my bed. When you're about to pull into your spot, open up the app and it'll connect to the device to tell you how level you are. Keep an eye on the device to see how level you are side to side and front to back. The front to back leveling can also be helpful because there will be times where you'll be maxing out your jack, meaning you'll be as high as you can possibly be on your jack so you can be level from front to back. Now, before using your LevelMatePro out in the wild like this, you need to get it set up on a flat surface. RV parks are a great way to do this. A lot of them have flat concrete pads. Once you're in a spot like that you know is flat, you go ahead and open the app and tell the system that your trailer is level. And then it will always be trying to recall that measurement. So we've found our spot out in the middle of this beautiful landscape, and we want to disconnect from our trailer. But what we need to do before we do that is we need to get our trailer level side to side. If you only need to come up an inch like I had to in the current spot that I am, the easiest thing to do is just to stick a piece of wood board under your back rear tire on the side that needs to come up. To gain more than an inch under your tires, what you want to use is really up to you. You can use interlocking pads or blocks, or you can use Andersen blocks, which are these. They come in a set of 2 and they're adjustable. What I mean by that is if your tires are really close together like mine are, you can cut a certain amount off one of the pieces so that it's easier to stick it in and fit under the tires. How this came as this full piece, I could not get it in between my tires, but I cut off just a little bit and now it slides easy in and easy out. I'm in a boondocking spot in Arizona, and luckily I found a place that is pretty level. But here's another way that LevelMatePro comes in handy. Versus pulling into a spot right away and just trying to get level right where I am, I can move forward and backward a little bit and find what place is the most level, so I have to do the least amount of work getting my trailer level. So back at the front of the site I pulled in, I was about 2.5 inches unlevel. But the further forward I pulled, I was able to find a spot that I only had to come up 3/4 of an inch on one side. So what I did in that scenario was I put that piece of wood under my rear tire, went up on it, and I'm nice and level. But right now I'm gonna pretend that I need to come up about 2.5 inches. So I'm gonna show you how those Andersen leveling blocks work. When you find a spot that you like, go ahead and stick the Andersen blocks underneath the tires on the side that needs to come up. Then jump back in your truck and start backing up slowly up onto the Andersen blocks. It'll take a little bit of power to come up onto these blocks, but don't gun it too hard or you will fall right off of them. Once you're level, put the emergency or parking brake on. Taking your foot off the brake too soon will let both your tow vehicle and your trailer roll forward, thus losing your levelness from side to side. Once the vehicle is officially stopped with the parking or emergency brake on, hop outside, come around to the blocks, and stick the chocks underneath the leveling blocks. Now after you're on these for a few days, they're gonna settle and they're gonna roll forward. So to get off of these blocks, you're gonna have to come back even more so you're more on this leveling block so you can release these. I'm not going to do that right now because I didn't settle, so I can easily take mine out. But when you do need to get off them, just come back a little bit, stick that parking brake on, come out, wiggle these out, and then roll forward. Remember, don't go too far forward because this one has got to come out and can get jammed between those two tires. I have done it before. This is very, very hard plastic, so they won't break, or it'll be very, very hard to break them. Just go nice and slow off them. Once you're level, you're going to want to get out your chocks, chalk all 4 tires, unless you have 2 up on those Andersen blocks with the chocks underneath. Those are good to go. Just add chocks to the other side. And then you go ahead and disconnect your trailer, which I will show you on the next video. But congrats, you leveled your trailer.